Hello everybody, Eric with Secondary Machine. Today I'm back in the secondary shop. I decided today, it's Sunday, I decided to move the new Clousing 8520 up into this shop space. This smaller mill is definitely going to be for hobby stuff, which is what this whole room is about. It's kind of a wreck in here right now. I've just got stuff strewn all over the place. You can see I've got the crane going here. I use this a lot for moving stuff around, super handy. There's my other little Atlas. I'm trying to decide right now if I want to keep this one or if maybe I might want to switch to that 12-inch commercial that I'm working on out in the other shop. The new gears for that lathe finally came in from eBay, and so I need to get the gearbox put back together and get that thing going. So I don't know, either I'll keep this or else, I don't know, one way or the other, I'm going to have a lathe. So anyway, I'm glad I moved this today because I disassembled the majority of it to get it moved, and I'll show you why in a second. Actually, I'll show you now. The reason I took a lot of the weight off of it is because I've got this set of stairs on the front of this ugly ass house, and it's quite a flight. And so I used the crane. I put the machine, after it's been disassembled, onto the tailgate of the pickup truck, and then I back up over here, and then this plywood ramp goes across to the truck, and then I use a come along to slowly pull it across and back over here into the house. And so there's a lot of weight, and that porch has been there a long time. I don't know how sturdy it is, but I would certainly hate to have this machine all over the ground. So it's kind of sketchy trying to get stuff up into this shop. So anyway, I took a lot of the weight off of it. When I bought this, it was in pieces in Portland, but the table wasn't off of it at that point. It was mostly stuff from the head that was off of it. And so I had never had the table off until today. And I'm glad that I pulled it off because there are a lot of chips on this machine where chips just don't belong. So obviously somebody was super liberal with the compressed air around this machine, which kind of sucks. I mean, it's still, the machine's really tight and it's in good shape. It's just that, you're putting a lot of stress on this machine and a lot of undue wear if you've got a bunch of chips where they don't belong. And so, like, I just finished doing this gib. I loosened everything up and knocked the gib out of the bottom, and there was a healthy little pile of swarf underneath where the gib came out. Underneath here had quite a little bit of grease where grease probably shouldn't be. I would much prefer to use oil on my machines. I know that there's some spots where you really ought to use grease, but I'm super liberal with my oiling. And so I just don't like grease because, like, underneath of the knee, the two gears that are in there, they had quite a bit of grease on them, but I can get to it with oil from up under here. And the grease just, if you do get something up under there, the grease makes it stick, and then it's inside the gears and it doesn't want to come out. So, I'm not a Nazi when it comes to the using compressed air in the shop. Like, I use it too, but I try to be careful. Like, I'm not going to clean this machine with it, but, a little blast here and there to, maybe clear the table off. But, I kind of protect where the chips are going to go and stuff. Somebody really went to town with the air on this because I'm telling you, there was chips all over up inside of it. And so I'm looking forward to getting it back together. Here's the table upside down. Everything's in really nice shape. I just getting everything all nice and clean and getting it back together. It sure is going to be a real pleasure to have the 8520 out here in this space, as opposed to those of you that have seen the little bench top that was sitting here for quite a while. Actually, I hardly use that mill at all. I just got a really good buy on it at Grizzly. Grizzly Tools, the Bellingham store is right up the road from me, and they've got this back room where things that are returned and stuff end up in this back room. They used to do a big tent sale every year, but since COVID, they started using this back room where it's a free-for-all anytime. So I like to go up there all the time, and sometimes I find something and I just can't resist. That little mill was one of those things. I think I paid like $900 or $1,000, something like that. And it was like a $1,500, $1,600 tool or something. I don't know, don't quote me on that, but yeah, a good buy. So anyway, my friend Chad, who owns a knife sharpening shop, just a little hole in the wall place out in Cedar Woolley, He really wanted to have the mill for his shop. That other Atlas Craftsman that was out in the other shop was technically his. We just swapped, so I let him have the other mill. This is going to be a lot better tool for out here. This is going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be able to build a lot of fun stuff on this machine. So anyway, I just wanted to do a quick update on what's going on out here. You know, it seems like I'm either always building a tool so that I can do something else, or I'm building something for machines. I hardly ever actually get to jump in and build a project, but I promise you guys, at some point, I'll try to do some footage that actually has something to do with actually making something. So anyway, Erica's Secondary Machine, I will talk to you all later.